and the other one, Rangers Easy OK, says, what about Hjerto-Dahl? I have a sneaky feeling that could still happen in the later window once likes of Raskin, Barron, Bajrami, Cifuentes, possibly Diomande move on. We had the story earlier on today on Record Sport Online that Dahl was pictured flying out with Tromsø to their Europa League qualifier in the Czech Republic against Karlov. So he's still involved with them. Doesn't look like anything's particularly imminent.
Look, I'll defer to Scott on it, but what I would say is this. I think that Rangers have explored this one. I'm not sure that it's one that like, for example, the winger we're talking about, Coventry. If this is all that the recruitment department has been keeping an eye on for a while, the Coventry boy, I think Dahl might fall into the same category. I'm not sure that he's a guy that Derek McInnes would instantly have said, I want him. I think that he would get the chance to explore it, to look into it, and maybe even speak to the boy. I look, Scott may have a very different view. I actually wonder if the interest has cooled a little bit in Dahl. I strongly suspect it might have done. And I'm also looking at it, and if you're looking at it from a Rangers perspective, well, here's a young guy, attacking midfield player, not quite ready for Norway's international squad, didn't make the World Cup. Then you've got Thelo Asgard, already in the building. You're paying him, you bought him, he's yours. He was part of the Norway squad. He did contribute in the finals. Now, I don't think anybody would look at last season's Thelo Asgard and say, he's an answer. But I did see the way that he played against West Ham at the weekend. I think Derek McInnes is really impressed by the fact that he said, I don't want any time off. I'll take a week off when I get back from the World Cup in Norway. I'm coming straight there. I think that points to an attitude that I think most managers would be delighted with. And I do think, and we laughed a little bit about Thelo Asgard last season because he just didn't look as if he was ever going to really understand the environment or really get, the pressures involved with being a Rangers player. Maybe Derek McInnes is the guy that's going to get the real Thelo Asgard to emerge, because there's no doubting he's got quality, he's got all the tools. But he just didn't look as if a Rangers shirt was ever going to fit him last season. Given, and granted it's pre-season stuff, I think Derek McInnes, a long-winded answer here, by the way, Derek McInnes think for that one when you've already got this one.
You can hear there, we had Fraser Wilson there who was about to join us from Tynecastle. A little yelp there. I don't know if he's been attacked by a seagull or something.
Scott, what's your thoughts on the Dahl thing? For me, I think they've cooled on it big time.
I actually agree, Jack, and I tend to agree. I think when you're seeing the kind of figures bandied about now, 7-8 million, for what I've heard, I'm not sure Rangers value him that highly or be willing to pay that kind of money for him. I think there was a real interest. There might still be an interest. I don't doubt they'll be keeping tabs on the whole situation with Dahl. But I agree. I think it's somebody that was on the list previously. They looked to explore it again, but when the figures started coming up, I don't think Rangers will be willing to spend that kind of money, 7-8 million, on him, and they'll just kind of monitor the situation closely. Especially when you think the situation might change slightly if Raskin was to go for say 20 million.
Yeah.
A Connor Barron might go as well. If a bid come in for a Diomande or something like that, things might change, but not at the moment. I agree. I think it has probably cooled. And I actually agree with you on Asgard, Jacko. When I was really critical of Asgard last season in his first year at Rangers, just didn't think he produced enough. Looked kind of incapable of adapting to the Scottish game, and it was difficult to see how he was going to progress at Rangers. But as I say, early signs, it looks as if he's come back with a bit between his teeth. Derek McInnes talked him up, I think, after the St Etienne game when he came on and took the penalty. And I think he could have a big season for Rangers. If he stays fit and McInnes can get the best out of him, then I think might be a different campaign for Thelo Asgard. If he produces what you think he's capable of on a consistent basis, it would almost feel like a new signing for Rangers, because last season it didn't feel as if he was contributing that much at all.